morning, dear grade 6. Today we will take lesson 6 from chapter 5, the coordinate plane. Actually, if you want to see what we are talking about, it's in front of you. This is the coordinate plane. But how to understand the meaning of the coordinate plane? Let's first define the meaning of a plane. Right? Now, Miss, as they can see here, I want you to imagine the top surface of your disk stretching in every direction, as you can see here. If it continued to spread, it would go right through your neighbor and then through the classroom walls, okay? And then, as you can see here, through the school, through the hills, through the mountains, and out into space until it went on forever in every direction. Now then you would have a plane. When you look, when you see that the direction you use is going for forever, okay, or as you can see your disk, since it's a flat, okay, surface, it's going forever in all of the direction, then as I said, you have a plane. In mathematics, a plane is a flat surface that goes on forever in every direction. As simple as that, miss. It's a flat surface and goes in every direction forever. It has no limits, no ends, okay? Now in algebra, we often use what we call it the coordinate plane. Okay, now the coordinate plane is divided by two number lines. We took the horizontal and we actually spoke about the vertical line. We also spoke about the vertical line. Okay, now when they met, okay, or crossing each other will give me the coordinate plane in which we will use it in math. The other is the vertical, as we said, with up being the positive direction, down being the negative direction. Now, as you can see here, this is what I call it the coordinate plane. The coordinate plane is filled with points, as you can see here, okay? Infinitely number of points. Okay, now, and somewhere among all of these points is the point, we call it the origin. Okay, now the origin point is the point at which the two, let's say the two number lines, okay, which is the vertical number line and the horizontal number line are actually meet, okay, or crossing each other. Okay, now the origin is the point where the two number lines meet or crossing each other. Okay, now the horizontal number line is called the x-axis and the vertical number line is called y-axis. Look here, miss, I call the number line in the coordinate plane y and x-axis. Okay, now as you can see here, we can define them by writing y and x, and this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. The plural of axis is axis, and we often talk about the coordinate axis. Okay? Now, to study a point, we need to know where to find it, right? So we give it coordinates. So for every point in the coordinate plane, we have or it's defined, or it's actually represented by two coordinates, which I call them the x coordinate and the y coordinate. Let's say that the coordinates are like an address. Okay, they tell you how you can get to a point if you start at the origin. For example, coordinates are always written in parentheses, okay? Or this is, sorry, not the example, this is how we define them, okay? If we want to define a point, we have to write its coordinates, x and y coordinates. How to define them or write them? We write them inside parentheses, and you can see here from left to right, we always start with the x coordinate, okay? Coordinates written in parentheses are called an ordered pair. Okay, so we call them an ordered pair. Yani here you can see this is a point, okay, in which we represent it. Okay, we will represent it now, and we will learn how to represent it on the x on the coordinate plane. And it consists of the ordered pair, which is 4 and negative 4. Now 4, if I want to locate it, to point it and locate it, first I have to move according to the x coordinate. Now x coordinate, it's actually the horizontal number line, so I will move to the right or to the left. How I can decide to move to the right or to the left? Actually, according to the sign, okay, of the number or of the coordinate, coordinate or x coordinate. Now, since 4 is positive, okay, now I have to move 4 units to the right of the 0, okay, which is the origin point, as we said. So I will move 4 points to the right, and I will stop there for a moment. This is not the end of the, this is not the answer for locating the point. No, I will just stop there for a moment. Then actually, I will ask myself, what's the y-axis, or what's the y-coordinate? Actually, the y-coordinate is the second number in the, ordered pair. The second number from left to right. So it's here, which is actually negative 2, is the y-coordinates. Now, how to locate the y-coordinate? I will look at the vertical line, which is the y-axis. Since it's a negative, so I have to move down, okay? Look here, I have to move down, okay? I stopped here for a while, as I said, so then I will move down 2 units, then I will locate my points. This is the point, the circled or the filled circle, as you can see here, it's the point which consists of the ordered pair 4 and negative 2. Now to get the origin from, from the origin, how far to move up or down, so the negative u, to get to the origin, so you have to start from the point at which the 2 lines crosses or meet each other. Okay, the origin is designated by the ordered pair 0, 0. Okay, it's the point at which the 2 lines or the 2 axes, okay, x and y axis meet or cross each other. The 2 numbers divided the plane into 4 regions, as you can see here. Look, what do I call them? Every region I call it quadrant. Okay, every region I call it quadrant. Now, in quadrants, actually, they say that if I want to let's say label them or to show you them in the coordinate plane, actually I use the Roman numbers or numerals. Okay, the quadrant, which is, as you can see here, 1. Okay, this is the number in Romans or Latins. Okay, so all values here are positive. The x coordinate and the y coordinate are positive. They never be negative or one of them, or either one of them, or one or all of them. They all positive. Let's say integers. Now in the second, as you can see, in the second quadrant, which I mention it by this number, the Roman, as they say, the Roman numerals, actually here I have x coordinate in negative and the y coordinate in positive. Now the third one here, I mention all of the numbers here by putting the x coordinates with negative, the y coordinates are actually with negative. Now in a quadrant 4, as you can see here, the x values are positive, as you can see here, and the y values are negative. Okay, now if I ask you, for example, to just locate the point 2 and 3, okay, 2 and 3, it tells you that we will start from the x coordinate of it, which is 2, so I will move from the original. Remember always to start moving from the original point, from the origin here, which is 0, 0. I will move 2 units, 1, 2, then I will stop there for a while, looking at the y coordinates and ask myself if it's positive or negative. Since it's positive, so I have to move up. How many units? I will move up 3 units. So look here, miss, this is the point, okay? And if you look, this is, for example, -3, -2, this is 4, 2, -4, this is -5, and 1. Now here plot each point and describe how to get to the point from the origin. Now here, this is if I just want you to look at the points here, I call them all points, okay? And actually the points consist of ordered pair, okay, ordered pair. Let's say that every point consists of the x coordinate, the y coordinate. Now, in which quadrant do you think 8, -7 will be? Okay, I think if you remember, it will be in the 4th quadrant, since, as you can see here, is it in the 4th quadrant? I want you to remember that x is positive while y is negative. Okay, now what about 4 and 0? This is so important. First, I have to start from the origin and move 4 points to the right, okay, in the 1st quadrant, okay? Then I will stop there for a while and asking myself, how many units do I have to move up or down according to the y coordinates? When I look at y, it's 0. So where will it be? I don't have to move any unit. I will not move up or down. So I will stay at 4. So you can notice that it will be at 4 in the x-axis, at number 4 on x-axis. Okay, and here you have -4 and -4 and -5. You will move from the origin, move to the left 4 units and then down 5 units. In which quadrant is the point? Is this point? It's in the 3rd quadrant. And about 0 and -9, first you will notice that about 0 and -9 here, you will notice that I will not move from the origin to the left or to the right. Why? Because actually x coordinate is 0. But I will move down, okay? So I will stop at the origin and I will move down 9 units, okay, since it's in negative, okay? Where is location? In which quadrant? Actually, it's not in any quadrant. This point, point 4 or point 2, it's not in any quadrant. They are on the axis themselves. Here, it's on the y-axis, and this point, it's on the x-axis, okay? Now, let's go to the book, okay, and let's start from start solving from the book together, okay? Yalla, let's go and solve from the book from lesson 6.